do you see when you look at these? You might say just a pair of football boots. I'll tell you what I see. I see them as an opportunity. An opportunity for hope, an opportunity for connection, an opportunity for relief, and an opportunity for inclusion. And an opportunity for the wearer of these boots to take important steps to fulfill their potential. Back in 2006, I shared afternoon tea with a group of women visiting Melbourne Museum from Maningrida in Western Arnhem. We spoke about them wanting to buy some football boots for their sons and grandsons heading into Darwin that weekend to play in a grand final. I didn't realise it at the time, but that shared cup of tea and the conversations we had would change my life. I would begin a journey to establish Australia's first sports equipment recycling charity, and I would never look at a pair of football boots the same way again. When we think about sport in Australia, we often think of ourselves as sports-mad people. Just look at Victoria having a public holiday for a AFL Grand Final parade. But this obsession with sport hides an enormous lack of physical activity in our community. Only 1 in 3 children and only 2 in 3 adults in Australia do the recommended 1 hour of physical activity every day. Recent research promoted by Vic Health found that whilst only 1 in 10 young people do the recommended daily activity, they do 3 hours a day in screen time. This inactivity is an enormous obstacle for the health and well-being of our young people and their engagement in the community. It is a block to our country's capacity to reach our potential, both as individuals and as a society. Social exclusion of young Australians is not restricted to physical activity. Today, 650,000 young people are either unemployed or underemployed. That's 650,000 young people who are not currently able to fully realise their potential. Our society is allowing an untapped potential to go to waste. These young people are stepping further away from finding their place in our community, to grow and to reach their potential and make a valuable contribution. At Boots for All, we're on a mission to dissolve barriers to sport and social inclusion across Australia. And we do that in 2 ways, by collecting, polishing and distributing quality new and near new sporting goods to teams in need. And we also operate Australia's only social enterprise sports store, located in Briar Hill, northeastern suburbs of Melbourne, and it's called Sport for All. This store exists to provide training and employment pathways for young people with barriers to employment. At Boots for All, we see in Australia where every child, young person and adult who wants to be active and play sport can do so by accessing quality sporting goods at highly affordable prices. For instance, these near new footy boots are $25 a pair in store and $10 out to community. And at Boots for All, we see in Australia where every young person who is currently unemployed or underemployed can fulfil their potential by increasing and improving their skills in the workplace and empowering them to contribute to the community. We don't assume that a pair of football boots will magically fix someone's problems in their lives, but they can be a foot in the door and provide the opportunity for people to be part of a team, to be connected and to belong in a positive environment. When we partner with communities like Groote Eylandt in the Northern Territory, they tell us that sporting goods contribute to significant changes in their community. Groote Eylandt had never won its own football carnival before, and players felt embarrassed and too shamed to play as they didn't all have football boots. like all of the other travelling teams to the island. With Boots for All sporting goods, the men began to train and started gaining confidence leading into the festival, and the team was successfully finishing undefeated through the competition, and then went on to win the grand final for the first time.
Wow.
And this momentum led to the re-establishment of the Grit Island AFL Football League, and that's been going on for 3 years now. And last year, Patrick Dangerfield went up and was the umpire for the grand final. So yeah, it's great what can be achieved. And they said that sport is integral to communities and has the power to bring people together as equals. Within the Sport for All store, we provide training and practical on-the-job work experience in retail, business administration, and warehousing. And trainees learn practical skills in point of sale, customer service, business processes. They learn about inventory, stock management and distribution, and e-commerce. They also learn about the importance of punctuality and working collaboratively to overcome challenges and achieving common goals. I'll give you an example. Ben arrived as a 17-year-old who'd been out of school for more than 2 years and had very little work experience. He was quiet, withdrawn, and struggled to follow directions. During his time with Boots for All, we saw his confidence grow, his practical and communication skills at work developed, and he learned how to work in a team. Most importantly, he added a broad range of practical work experience to his resume. With his skills and improved confidence, Ben successfully gained employment in another local business, and he was offered the job during the job interview. And he's been working there ever since. Over the next 12 months, we aim to provide 120 young people like Ben who face barriers to employment with pre-employment training in the retail, business administration and warehousing to increase their skills and give them work experience and provide a pathway for them to find their employment and to succeed and find their potential. And in doing that, operating the social enterprise, we aim to distribute 10,000 sporting goods items in the next 12 months to individuals and teams in need. So this evening, we are inviting you to join us to give a young person a chance to work, to build their work skills, share their talents, and make some positive choices in their life. And you're also supporting a young person to join a team, to be included, and the social benefits that come with being part of a team. And with your support, we can dissolve the barriers to sport and social inclusion across Australia.